When I first landed on BuyTavo.shop, I was intrigued. The homepage looked modern, the products were everywhere, and the discounts were big. Too big, maybe. I've seen enough online shops to know that when prices look unreal, you should start asking questions, so I dug into it with a mix of excitement and caution. First impressions matter, and this site looks like a typical online retailer at first glance. You scroll through categories, add cool stuff to your cart, and it all feels pretty easy. But that's the tricky part. Slick design doesn't always equal a real store. One of the first warning signs I noticed was how little information there was about the company itself. There's no real story, no clear address, no phone number that you can actually call. That's odd for a business that wants you to trust it with your money and personal details. The prices are the kind that reel you in. Jackets, gadgets, accessories, even travel gear, all with big red discount tags. Honestly, if you're a deal hunter, that part feels exciting. But in my experience, when something seems too good to be true, it often is. And that's not paranoia. That's just shopping wisdom from years of testing real and sketchy stores alike. Then there's the trust factor. I looked around for independent reviews and experiences from shoppers who actually used BuyTavo.shop. What came up were mixed reports at best, with more red flags than positive experiences. Some people online say their orders never showed up at all, or that what they received looked nothing like the photos on the site. Others complained that contacting customer support was like yelling into a void. No responses, no help, no refunds. That's not the experience you get from a brand you can trust. Another thing that kept coming up was shipping issues. A legit store usually has clear tracking, clear timelines, and proactive updates. But in a lot of these stories, buyers were left waiting for weeks with little to no information. Some got products that clearly weren't the right quality, and others said they never arrived at all. And that's not just inconvenient, that's worrying when you've already given your payment information. Speaking of payments, while the checkout process seems straightforward, the lack of solid buyer protection and transparency makes me uneasy. If a store doesn't make it easy to reach them or doesn't clearly explain refunds and returns, that's a big signal that your safety as a customer isn't their priority. So, is BuyTavo.shop legit or a scam? I won't mince words. Based on how the site operates, the way customers describe their experiences, and the lack of basic store transparency, this feels risky at best and potentially a scam at worst. It doesn't have the reputation or the safeguards you'd expect from a store you should trust with your credit card. If you really want to shop here anyway, I'd recommend caution. Try a very small purchase first, use a secure payment method that offers fraud protection, and be prepared that you might not get what you expected. But overall, for most people, this is not a store I'd feel confident recommending. In short, nice presentation, but the actual shopping experience and trustworthiness fall far short of what you'd want from a legit online retailer in 2025.